start at the 25.
Hey, set. Alabama. 380. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. No,
they fake the handoff. Now Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bruce Irvin, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brady.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Brady, he's going to look deep for Edelman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
That's it. What is it? Check 53. You get blocked me. You get blocked me.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Gun, gun, gun. Great, great, great.
Now Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
54, 3 bucks. Tighten up.
Throwing on second down. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus. Regular.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And that is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
72.
Now Brady again. Man open left side is Brown. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Brown, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Right to the 3. Watch the run. They're running it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Speaking of McCaffrey, boy, he was used a lot in Week 1, Charles. 128 yards on the ground. He also had 10 catches for 81 more yards.
That's 209 all-purpose yards. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's one of 5 players with 10 or more receptions, 120 more rushing yards in a single game in the Super Bowl era. And this is what we saw last year as well, partner. They used him in a big way. He hardly ever came off the field. I hope they're developing an alternative for him so he can get a few plays off this season. Otherwise, they'll use him up way too quickly.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Brady now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Let's go, Bravo! Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go, G. Here I come. Hey, second.
Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week one, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Newton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it'll be second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 58. Get that ball, D.
To throw again. Newton. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Brady to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Brady going to throw. This is White on the screen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Ozzie.
The final shot before half for Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, great.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
53, check 53. Here we go. 53.
On 4th down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Well, partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in, because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On third down, Stidham. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Brady. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You better bring. I'm letting you know, right? Take me 2. Mike 5-4. Who that? Hey, Delta. Go there, then.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Hey, Orville. 54. You ain't doing nothing.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 94 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Watch the pass. 48-yard line.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brady now to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Brady. He's going to let it fly. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And that interception